What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access Entertainment. As always, please hit that subscribe button. It's right down there and it's free. That enables us to keep coming to y'all as often as possible with as many interviews as possible. So please hit that subscribe button, like our content, share it, talk about it, be about it. Each one, teach one, and we appreciate your support in getting us this far. Now, today we have the honor and the privilege of being joined again by my good friend, Jay Sands. Thanks for coming through
Up?
again,
What's
sir.
up? What's up? Hey, appearance number two. Number two.
Yes, Jay Sands is now in rarefied air.
Yes,
The
sir, man.
repeat.
Yeah, man.
And it's been a lone catalyst, man. I just had Jay Rawls. He's got the new album with Talib Kweli. That's great. And you
That's
just dropped
right.
the Cash Flow Buddha and Shelter album, which is also great. So congratulations to both Lone Catalyst and to you.
Yeah, good year for Lone Catalyst, right?
Absolutely, man. But Cash Flow Buddha and Shelter, we talked about this on our last interview. If you guys haven't seen it, you can check out the links there. But now that the album has arrived, because we were working on it at the time, um, as you were working on it and using the Nas lyric and everything, and it is the title track because there is a song named that we'll talk about a little bit later. But as the project evolved, did the meaning of the lyric take on different dimensions for you, or was it how did that evolve during the process?
Uh, it definitely took on different dimensions because I mean, I didn't know who was going to produce, so that's the first thing. Like I had this idea, but I'm not making all the beats. So yeah, it was just a step by step discovery, and then you just kind of make your move, kind of like the game of golf. The next shot sets up the next shot. So it's like the shots kept setting each shot up. So it's like you get this feature. Oh, okay, wow, this song's gonna sound good now. You get this beat. Oh, wow, this feature's gonna sound good on it. So it I probably thought it would be more grimy, more underground. I kind of maybe veered more, not commercial, but more beats would appeal than I thought I would. But I don't mind. I don't mind at the end of the day. Compromise, and again, you got to use the tool set that you have. So at the end of the day, if this is like if these are the producers, like say for instance, you're not getting along with a producer for a 2 3 year period, that's going to change your whole style up. So it's like the producers I'm getting along with right now, and it just all molded it together.
Yeah, well, you and Rashad Thomas do a lot of uh, Cash
Yeah.
Flow Builder and Shelter. So, what do you think made him the right choice to collaborate with production wise?
Just, I mean, that's one thing about relationships that I've had in the music industry is that when it's your family, you're going to see them at the family reunion, the cookout, the funeral. So, as a matter of fact, I think it was my cousin. I didn't see Rashad for a long time, and then we were at my cousin Angie wedding in Pittsburgh, and he's playing some of the beats. He was sitting in the Jack Harlow, and two of them ended up getting on Harlow's album. So it was just, and then we start communicating more. Like, oh, okay, okay. It just with life and relationships, man. J Live, I think he had a song about how ships pass, and that's just how, even with family, that's just how it is. So me and my cuz, we were just in a good vibe for the last 2 years. He's sending me beats, and yeah, it just worked out because again, I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know what he was up to this year and whatnot, but just he was a guy I was just talking to about other stuff, and then the beats started to come after that.
Okay, well
A
there it
matter of
is.
fact, matter of fact, I think the beat pack came from me trying to shop his. I was going to New York trying to shop his beats, so it really wasn't even about me trying to rhyme on his beats. I think I was trying to shop some of his beats at first.
Okay, interesting. Well, speaking
Yeah,
of New
right.
York, on the Cash Flow Builder and Shelters from the Nas lyric, New York State of Mind, and then you also got on the intro, you got Busy Bee.
Yeah.
And and that was intriguing on many levels to me. I got Busy Bee on Unique Access. Shout out to Dane for coordinate that. There's a link right there if you guys haven't watched it yet. But with that on the intro, Busy Bee is just talking, he's vibing out or whatever, but you're not even on there. So
Yeah.
what made it to where you were comfortable just letting him be on it and you not even appearing on the intro?
because it's Busy Bee, and it's long overdue. I mean, why can't Busy Bee lead off a Jay-Z album or a Drake album? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that my album's any less or whatever, I guess, but it's just like, you know, how long is Grandmaster Caz going? How long are you going to be able to get a verse from Grandmaster Caz? Not saying people pass young and old, but I'm just saying that we got to start feeding our legends, using our legends. Like Paul McCartney, he could do a song with some new artists out. Why can't Melly Mel? What I'm saying, like I always say that battle. Okay, M and Mel battle. Okay, well, now let's do a song with Melly Mel, make it hot, and put some money in Melly Mel's pocket. So that's always been my thought since the '90s, because I had a job and I had health insurance. You know what I mean? And I'm getting into this industry, finding out that a lot of these dudes don't have health. Wow, dude, you're out here freestyling life. like, wow, like, man, you're more gangster than I thought. So just knowing these situations, you just wonder why hasn't somebody with more power, bigger platform, more money, more resources. Not saying, because I think Nas is doing something right now. Nas is really into creating something for the older artists to fall on. And so he's creating funds and things of that nature. But it should have been like that 2000, 2001, when those big checks started coming to hip hop. The first thing they should have thought about, okay, well, how are we going to funnel this money to some of the originators? But everybody wanted to buy boats. They wanted to buy, yeah, you know what it was. Everybody wanted that fly shit, and they weren't thinking about putting this money back to the foundation of the culture. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. So not again, it wasn't no charity thing. Busy Bee is live in the motherfucker. But my thought always, like, when I listen to these big mainstream albums, why isn't why isn't so and so on the new, again, great album, but why isn't so and so Melly Mel on the new Common Pete Rock or something? You know what I mean? Or why isn't Raheem on the new Ninth Wonder or something? Like why aren't we putting these older artists on our projects?
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you did. So,
Yeah, me too. It's on the fly, man. Actually, it got to the point where, I'm listening to it and I'm not listening to the rest of the album because I thought it sounded good. Because I chopped up the beat, so I still have some. And that's the thing about an album, is that I always looked at it like, on a solo album, really I can make the beat and have somebody rhyme on it. It can still be part of a solo project. You know what I mean?
yeah, well, speaking of producing the beats, you did the Blue Nile beat,
Yeah.
produced that, which I thought was one of the great ones on Cash Flow Booter and Shelter. So thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
that.
Thank you.
But on Blue Nile, you also talked about never hating a critic. What did they do to me? Um, so why do you think artists and people around the artists, and now that social media has continues every day to become more prominent, why do you think people are so over aggressive or over defending things that is really just art, and some people are going to like it, some people aren't going to like it?
People have feelings. People, I mean, your kid could hurt your feelings by not giving you a hug tight. And I mean, just people are human. So it's human. I read a review online. Somebody said, oh, it's a good album. I just don't remember nothing about it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and you can feel a certain way about it. But once you get to the point of your artistry where it's not like you don't care, but it's not important. The important work was done before it came out. You know what I mean? Before you hit send and upload and put those, that's when, like, I congratulate, when the album came out, I congratulated myself and I'm done with it. It's kind of like a golf. Again, we're gonna keep going on the golf. It's kind of like a golf swing. Man, you don't know what the hell you're gonna hit, man. So just be happy. Again, I'm in the conversation for hip hop in 2024. So that's enough. You get greedy. You become entitled, and you think that so and so's supposed to give me this coverage. So and so's supposed to give me 5 mics, and really, man, what does that shit mean if the quality of the music isn't good? So I get to the quality part, and then I'm kind of happy and satisfied with the rest that comes out of it. Because first of all, I know that just from experience that I mean, you're going to still get reactions 20 years down the line. You know what I mean? Uh, People are still going to be talking about these things. So, you try not to get too wrapped up in it. And matter of fact, people are going to always like the older thing than the new thing that you love so much. People still want to hear that first Lone Catalyst stuff, regardless. So, eh, I think it comes to not taking yourself so serious.
Well, do you
Like,
think you've changed and evolved in that way? Did you
hell
always feel this?
yeah.
Did you always feel
Yeah,
this way?
yeah, but not really, Soren, because I mean, maybe it comes from sports, man. I was a kind of a good baseball player, so I was getting props from like 6 years old, and people have been telling me I'm dope, nice at something, I'm good at something. So to still hear that you're good at something from actually practicing and putting in work at it, uh, yeah, I just don't take it further than someone's opinion. And again, it could be good, it could be bad, but it's not mine. It's not my opinion. And my opinion of my work when it comes out is the most important opinion. That's it, man. I mean, anybody else, I'm gracious, like, especially for people to take the time to listen to it. But as far as if someone likes it, I mean, again, you wish that you had all the gushing reviews, but it's not important. The important part is done in the studio before you press send on those files or send that vinyl out or whatever.